Stand by.
Hello and welcome to the Doc and Rock podcast. Mias on with Rock Cioni. We're here at the beautiful Rosenbaum building in downtown Cumberland on Baltimore Street. And we have three advertisers we need to thank before we do anything else.
Certain, yep.
We have the Gun Shop in Ridgely, the Western Maryland Scenic Railroad, and the Beverage Depot on Park Street. Many thanks to those advertisers. And Rock, we'll start with our trivia question today.
Which I'm not supposed to answer.
Not yet. Okay.
Follow instructions.
So here's the question. What area high school won the first ever state soccer title in 1978? And as a follow-up, what area high school won the second state soccer title in 2004? So both in Maryland, and both county schools. So it's not overly tricky. So that's your options for today. And Rock, we should start our podcast with Allegheny Mountain Ridge. You did play-by-play. I played your touchdown during my news yesterday.
How'd it go?
It was a great touchdown call. It was Maddox Hensel's.
As we and very entertaining. It was a lot of fun for the fans, and a lot of intensity, and both teams played very, very hard.
Well, and what you hope for between two local teams, a close game, and if it comes down to the fourth quarter, it did. And we saw great plays by both teams. But Allegheny got it done in the fourth quarter, and boy, you want to come through in the clutch. In the past, when they've had these Mountain Ridge games, it would come down to a field goal, and it was gut-wrenching. But this time was Allegheny pulling off a touchdown pass to Sebastian Stewart from Dylan Blank, and then Hensel's run, and Amani Blow took them all the way down the field. So the Campers came through in the clutch for Coach Hensel.
Yeah, the numbers aren't there, but the grit, as it always is there with Allegheny. They play very, very hard for their coaching staff. As we say all the time, the numbers are what they are. And Mountain Ridge, I thought offensively, had spurts where they looked like world beaters, and then they would get sloppy again, especially in the second half with the penalties. And most of them, if I remember, they were on defense. Really helped Allegheny.
Great game, so congratulations to Allegheny. Coach Nathan Shipe of Mountain Ridge, hang in there. We wish him and the best of luck. 49 Southern 12. They head to Hollinsburg this
really one of the great high school atmospheres. In fact, you went before our season even started, and huge crowds, huge bands here, like school football, America ought to be, and I feel surprised how
and I think we're Fort Hill playing Hollidaysburg on the road. He's working them in and beat Albert Gallatin, both 5-0. And Albert Gallatin's been averaging over the game. They've been giving up some points too. High scoring affair Friday night.
I think it's going to go the other way. I just have it's going to be low scoring. You may end up being right. Former head coach at Northern, we mentioned this, they're loaded. That was a great game last year up there, and Allegheny prevailed. Allegheny's at home.
I think it'll help, and there might be a little bit of rain on Friday. We'll see how that all turns out. And again, we want to thank our sponsors, the Gun Shop in Ridgely, Western Maryland Scenic Railroad, and the Beverage Depot on Park Street. And speaking of Frankfort, who beat Tucker 48-8, we want to welcome in one of our sponsors for a visit. He just has to be down here at the Rosenbaum, and that is Rob Fowler, the Gun Shop in Ridgely.
Grab a seat.
And Rob, first of all, thanks for sponsoring the podcast.
Absolutely.
And also, do you do the half for Frankfurt?
We do, yes. This is our second year doing time show, so very excited to do that. Last year just so happened to be the games at the end, and it's a real privilege to be able to do which okay. Black and gold privilege to sponsor the Falcons and to see their success.
People over there.
Absolutely.
Frankfurt rifle, and remind viewers, can they order a Frankfurt rifle?
Yes, they can. And we do actually have 5 right now for sale over the counter.
Oh, great.
They are ready to go. So if you want one for that special person, that fan before Christmas, now it's time to do it.
And you're Ridgely, and tell us where you're at in Ridgely, Rob.
We are actually just down from the fire department, Dub's Furniture, across from where the Hawks play.
Yeah. Well, Rob, stop by. Thank you. Best. Let's switch gears now to the next. Pittsburgh Steelers got a win 21-14 only because for 5 times. It's only the second, and that think about all. It is. It really is. The command over the Raiders, and again, Marcus Mariota, he was last year. Wonderful, and you can really.
Kind of happy for him.
Yeah.
Really up point our career in the NFL, given he was in college. Yeah, good for him. Never did. What was wrong with Jaden?
Detroit versus Baltimore. That should be real good for Monday Night Football. And 2-1. But sometimes Baltimore team in and they'll slaughter them.
Yeah, they do.
They did that to Detroit a couple years
I something about that.
saying the and what Cleveland did not score until and we had blocked field goal. Beat the Eagles blocked.
Really?
Rock. Now let's turn our attention to some news that you.
Together at house, and Terry was there. Terry, longtime official, and he asked me to talk to you about saying a few words about Junior Eversole, longtime official, and everything you can think of here, an all-around fine person. They did a lot, but Junior passed away summer at the age of just sure every athletic event you can think of, and really sorry to hear about that. I did not know about it, and when I talked to you, you didn't know about it either. So,
no.
A very private thing, which the family had to honor his wishes, and our. I don't say anything bad about Junior.
No, and and for a long time. Became athletic director at Bishop. And bond on occasion, and he notes and always signed them yours in sports.
All around that.
52.
Terry told me before he hit the age of 30.
Yeah.
So I mean, he did it. You imagine what all he saw and the changes that he saw over his years.
I the toss in football. Nobody conducted the coin. It was always interesting and hard.
Reporting on homecoming, he was very, very able and willing to do. Won't do that, but I remember one of the last times that I interviewed him down there. He showed this on the air, and we miss those people. Gosh,
Well,
what a nice person.
the referees were such characters. They were umpires.
They were.
And we had Joe. Right. Names,
Characters.
which was part of growing up. The other thing losses in football is in basketball. He was very dramatic. He had a great flair, a bit of a hot fun.
Yeah,
hot
he
dog.
wasn't trying to show.
No.
He was just trying to bring more
Color.
to the game, I think. Yeah.
Oh, it's just. We miss him and we appreciate him. And Junior. Question, and you held off. Way to go.
I have some self-restraint.
All right, here's the question one more time. School won the first in 1978, and who won the second for this county in 2004? Take it away, senior broadcaster.
Senior. I think I know the first one.
All right, go
I think
ahead.
it was George Bashiels
Yes,
with the Mount Savage Indians.
that is correct.
I do not know the second one unless it was they repeated.
Oh, this will help you. This guy has 4 titles,
Ooh,
and he's still around.
it's got to be at Bell.
Tim Nightingale.
No kidding.
4 state titles,
Well,
and he won his first at Bell in 2004.
Well, you know, he has been out of high school a long time then, hasn't he? He was a star at Allegheny. of
In the
course.
80s.
He really was. He was a terrific player.
George Bashiels at Mount Savage in 78, Tim Nightingale at Bell, and then later Mountain Ridge, 4 state titles. And you know what? We got to give credit to Calvary Christian for knocking off Mountain Ridge.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Then that's a big wow.
Yeah, because Tim Nightingale, his team's competitive every year, literally.
Now, coming up this Wednesday, we have Turkey Foot at Bishop Walsh Volleyball at 6. That's on Classic Hits 1 at 7. Thursday, girls soccer, the top 2 teams, Mountain Ridge at Allegheny. That'll be at 3:30 on Classic Hits 1 at 7. Friday night, Frankfort at Northern, and Allegheny hosting Edward Gallatin. Sound like a good week to you?
Sounds like a terrific week. Don't forget Garrett and Mike on
Absolutely.
high school game day.
Yeah, they do a great job, and their picks will be very interesting.
I think they're holding that. Although Garrett may have gotten his in, Mike is holding out.
Garrett
for
has
some
half of them in.
Oh, it's only you
Yeah,
missed.
he went
You didn't
halfway
have all
down.
yours in. Did you know that?
He emailed me about
Okay.
that. That was just an oversight. I wasn't being
Okay, you weren't being
coy.
coy. Okay.
No. All right. Coy should have a little more excitement than you and I talking about a football pick. I mean, it's pretty sad. All right, our sponsors, one more time. The Gun Shop in Ridgely, Western Maryland Scenic Railroad, and the Beverage Depot on Park Street. We're very grateful to them. Especially grateful to Chris for coming down here. He signs Ella off at 10.
He was talking to himself for at least 5 minutes.
Well, he's turned this into quite the operation.
He really has.
We started with just a cell phone.
Yes.
And now we have cameras and we have lavalier mics, and it's great. So thank you to Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
And thanks to all of you for watching and listening to the Doc and Rock podcast. We'll be back next week Thank you very much. Have a great week.
Take care.